What's up, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard back with another Division 2 video. Today is Tuesday, June 22nd, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, my friends, I'm going to be going over the weekly vendor resets for DC, New York, and the Dark Zone. I want to talk about the new global event that starts today, as well as remind you of a few things I feel you should be doing every Tuesday. One other thing real quick, if you want to go right to the vendors themselves, feel free to skip ahead to the 3-minute and 25-second mark in the video. Now, if you happen to be new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. So as I start off today, I want to apologize if the audio once again sounds a little bit off. I'm actually recording from my garage right now. We're taking a trip to Arizona later this morning. I wanted to make sure I got this thing out to you guys. I've been sequestered to the garage because it's the only room available for me to record. So again, if it sounds a little like echoey, I do apologize. It's also about 4:30 a.m. Pacific time, so my voice is still warming up too. But anyway, let's talk about the new global event that starts today, Shade Exposed. As always, as you progress through the global event, you're going to gain different caches, but the main thing here is gaining stars, and one of the best way to do it is during the daily challenges. Now, there are a few things I'd like to pass along to new and returning players. First of all, make sure that the global event is active before you try to do any of these, otherwise you're not going to get any progress. And also, you're going to gain a star while the event is active for every shade level that you gain as well. Now, the good news is that you can collect as many stars as you want, and once you go to the actual global event vendor, you can see here this is how you can spend them. Now, for those of you wondering about Dark Zone exclusive items, they are in the named caches and they are also in the legacy caches as well. Now, moving on to this week's invaded missions, they are Jefferson Trade Center, American History Museum, and Camp White Oak. Now, clearing those will gain you access to District Union Arena, and once you clear that, you'll then have access to Tidal Basin. Today is also the day that the weekly projects reset, and it is 3 great ways to earn exotic caches in the game. You have the weekly summit project, you have the weekly shade requisition, and for those of you that have the ability, you also have the weekly legendary mission as well. Next, I'd like to show you the location of the Snitch. Now, finding the Snitch every Tuesday is how you gain access to the gunrunner Cassia Mendoza every Wednesday. This happens to be my favorite spot on the map. It's right by the 1040 safe house. If you get here and the Snitch isn't here, I recommend resetting your control points. That should do the trick. Once you talk to him, you see when and where Cassia Mendoza is going to show up. Now, moving on to the vendors themselves, my friends. As always, I kind of rip through these things, especially this morning because I have a flight to catch. However, I strongly recommend really take your time because you're obviously looking for things that can strengthen your character, but also your recalibration library as well. Starting off with the White House vendor, we have the Force Multiplier named Hannah U backpack. This thing is awesome. It really is. If you don't have it, I recommend picking it up. Next, we have a Tommy gun, pretty decent. The Honey Badger, another a nice AR right there. We have a handgun, backpack. What do we have here under that? Some body armor, then some mods and skill attachments. Now let's make our way to the clan vendor. And as we roll up, let's see what we have this morning, my friends. Starting off with the Sacrifice named body armor. This thing is an absolute monster. Definitely buy it without a doubt. It has perfect glass cannon. It is highly effective in so many different builds. Below that, we have, what do we have below that? Some aces and eights. Let's see what that roll is like. Let's see here. Pretty decent right there. Not too great, not too awful as well. We have some Foundry. Again, pretty good as well. Got a piece of Striker, kind of pass on that one. LMG here, pretty decent. Nice LMG here as well. Got some knee pads. Pretty decent roll on those. You can pick those up. Hannah U mask. I'd much rather have a different roll on that. SMG, some body armor, another mask, and then mods and skill attachments. Now let's make our way to the theater. And actually, I take that back, my friends. We are at the campus, not the theater. Starting off with the White Death, completely God-rolled marksman rifle. Grab this thing without a doubt. Underneath that, we have another marksman rifle. Then we have an LMG. Not that good there. Moving on to another mask. Again, pretty meh, middle of the road. Mods and skill attachments. Now let's make our way to the theater. Here we start off with the Fox's Prayer knee pads. These are on sale a lot at this vendor. You've probably seen them before. Definitely pick them up if you do not have them as yet. They are a must-have in pretty much every inventory. You want to have them no matter what. We have a shotgun, a rifle underneath that, some gloves. Really nice knee pads here. I'd pick those up as well. Then more mods and skill attachments. Now let's make our way to the first Dark Zone West. And actually, on that note, my friends, I need to stop recording this video right now because, okay, so a little personal stuff here. We've decided to give, my kid the responsibility of packing for himself for the trip, and apparently he chose just to pack Pokemon cards and stuffed animals, so I need to make a major move right now and help him get his stuff together. So at this point, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. I would like to mention really quick that in Dark Zone East, there is a must-buy item. It is the Claws Out holster. Buy that thing without a doubt, even if you don't like going into the Dark Zone. I mean, of course, you could still get it in a named cache. You still have that opportunity. I mean, it's luck of the draw. But again, when things like this are for sale at the Dark Zone vendors, I strongly recommend farming for those resources and picking it up. With that being said, my friends, I gotta get going. As always, thank you all so much for your continued support. I appreciate all of you. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves. Here's the holster. Make sure you pick it up. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Glad we could make it.
Hey there, you got something to trade? Hope you get some good use out of that one. Thanks for the trade.
Incoming backup request.
Hey, Agent. Good work away.